This is the Chenninayakam that we traditionally use in Ayurveda. Hello and welcome everyone to my channel. Today I'll be talking about the holistic weaning method. I get a lot of questions asking about the holistic way of weaning. So if you want to know more details about holistic method of weaning or any other holistic health related videos and all, please do subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Okay, so the method of weaning is actually something that happens with intuition. Not even the mother or the kid has to be forced to do it. Throughout the centuries, every generation it was happening with intuition. But due to the lifestyle changes and the awareness of us with the weaning, we have slowly moved away from the intuition. The intuition should be actually happening normally, automatically, and the body responds to it, and the weaning goes slowly and stops. Now, maybe because we are too much aware, or we are too much concentrating on it, or we are engaged with other stuffs, maybe the intuition doesn't work as required. So that's the place where me or somebody or some holistic method you should be hearing to understand what is happening. Around still like 20-30% of the females, they doesn't need any methodologies to understand to stop weaning. It happens. That's called intuition. It happens naturally. Okay, and first of all I would like to say that there is no replacement for breast milk. Every kid has a right to be fed with breast milk up to 2 years. At least 6 months he should be fed with milk and only milk. Even though the kid is not gaining weight, it doesn't matter. Give only milk for the first 6 months. That's the main thing that you can do for your kid, because that will help with the immunity growth in the further days, and his future will be much more brighter because all the nutrients that he requires is there in the milk. I have recently started seeing that the colostrum, the first milk from the mother, should not be given to the kid. According to Ayurveda and modern, every aspect, the colostrum or the first milk is always better to give the kid because it contains more in a concentrated form and it will be easily digestible form. So the first part should be given to the kid. The weaning should be done very slowly, very gradually. The mother and the baby have an emotional attachment. The emotional attachment starts from the breastfeeding. Every kid is attached to the mother and the mother to the child through this breast milk. So when the process of weaning happens, when there is a sudden stoppage of breastfeeding, the mother also will get affected. That's not only the kid, also the mother. So always the process of weaning should be done in like 4, if you are feeding like 4 times a day, slowly change it to 3 times a day, then 2 times a day, then once a day, and then gradually stop it. So the process should be very gradual. Not in 1 day or 2 days you should be decreasing it. You can take maybe weeks to reduce it from 4 to 3 times. So it doesn't matter, but it should be very slow and gradual, that your body also will not feel bad. The kid also should not be feeling bad. Okay, and this 2 years when you are feeding the baby with the breast milk, it is the best form of nutrient the baby can get. According to Ayurveda, the formation of rasa means the basic nutrient that is collected from the ingested food. So the baby gets the best part of the rasa through this kind of through the breast milk. So this rasa helps the formation of the next stage of tissues, like from the breast milk it gets converted to the nutrient, and the nutrient turns to each and every category of tissue, like the muscle tissue, the bone tissue, whatever it is. The basic formation is through the nourishment or the rasa. So you should not be breaking the chain in a quick way, and you should be giving the child at least 2 years of breast milk. That's for his good and the mother's good. So the breast milk is the main nutrient that the baby gets. The baby enjoys it. So when you are trying to remove the baby away from the milk in a quick way, it will be very bad for the baby also. So in a way of weaning, it should be done in a very, very slow manner. Okay, and it should not be done in such condition like when the baby is sick or the teething time or even when the mother is sick. So at those times, never try to stop feeding. You should be continuing the feeding as how it was before. When both the mom and the kid is perfectly healthy, then you can proceed for the weaning. So that can be done very gradually, as I told. That when you stop breastfeeding quickly, the mother will get a swollen breast or excess milk secretion in the breast. That can cause a different problem. So in order to stop that also, be gradual in stopping the feeding. First, you can try to stop the feeding in the daytime. Never stop the feeding at night time first. So always try to stop the feeding at daytime. So daytime, if you're feeding like 3 times, try to reduce it. Try to reduce it little by little. And at night, whatever it is, give the baby. Usually even the baby sleeps with the milk. So better let her sleep or let him or her sleep comfortably for the first few weeks. Gradually, when you are getting rid of the daytime feeding, that will be much more easy to feed her at the night. So the first stage is to take care of the baby, like removing him from the feeding during the daytime. So what you have to do is take the baby away from your body. Never even keep on your lap. If the baby comes to the lap, slowly take the baby and you just walk up, stand up and walk around and keep the baby in the ground. So whenever the baby comes to the lap, he has a tendency to ask for the breast milk. So unknowingly itself, the baby should not know that he is being ignored. Just take the kid and stand up, walk around and slowly place him down. And always try to be away from the kid, not like physically much far away, but still try to be a little more away from the kid. The smell of the mother can also trigger the baby to ask for the breast milk. So it's always better to be a little away. Introduce some food or something for the baby to replace it. So the hunger comes in the baby normally, automatically. Give the baby something to eat during that interval. So when you feel that the baby is going to get hunger, feed her something so that she don't come and ask you for the food. In the daytime, also keep her engaged, keep her moving, playing a lot, so that she's always active and she don't feel like craving for the milk. Whenever there's a smell of the mother nearby, automatically the intuition makes her crave for the milk. So you should also keep her away from yourself, but keep her engaged, keep her playing, keep her energy moving, so that at night it will be easy for you. So at night also try to stay away from the baby, like keep the lights on, don't show that it's a sleeping atmosphere. Let her play with your husband or somebody others in the family or at home, and let the kid play with them and slowly fall asleep. So which means the normal feeling like I need milk to sleep will be gone from the baby. So it also should not be done quickly, just one day you give and the other day just try to keep her away, keep her playing, let her be exhausted and then she goes fully asleep. It's not a problem. Whenever the baby cries, even though if it is in the day or night, in the first few days, first few weeks I say, give her the breast milk. Give her the breast milk and let her feel comfortable. She should not feel in that mind that she is being ignored or she is not giving the what she wants, the love that she wants. So that's the kind of close emotion that the milk has with it. If you are trying to ignore the baby from the milk, it will emotionally also affect. When you are in the room, if the kid sees somebody sleeping, she feels that it's time to sleep, and then again she tend to ask for the milk. So don't make her feel that it is time for her to sleep, and also leave her in the cradle if possible, so that the baby doesn't feel the smell of the breast milk. Tell the baby some kind of stories, or you can say that the milk is spoiled, you should not be having the milk, you are growing up. Such kind of stories or make-up, so that she doesn't feel that you are intentionally hurting her. So the kid should feel pleasant. Next, I will tell you about some kind of alternative that you can use during the daytime. Specifically, I said daytime because at night after 7, I usually doesn't recommend having food. For the babies, you can feed them with milk, of course, at night, no problem. But at the daytime, replace the milk with some kind of yogurt or flavored yogurt, flavored milk or something. Just give her in a cup, better. I don't recommend giving babies the feeding bottles because the habit of having the feeding bottles will go up to like 4 years of age. So better keep that away. Give him or her the milk in a cup. This kind of food, or in every culture there is a specific kind of food that they give for the kids. No harm. Mostly traditional things which are experimented is always better. So give the kid something nourishing, something attractive, so that she don't demand for the milk. So over here I have mentioned all the factors that you should be considering during the weaning. So conclude them, take them all together and make your own timetable. It should be different in different families according to who is around you, what all are you working or not. So all this depends on it. So make your own timetable and slowly, gradually give it like 1 month of period to gradually wean. So that will be the easiest way to wean. Okay. Now I will, as I mentioned, this is the Chenninayakam, which holistically we use in South India especially to as a method of weaning. This is just simply aloe vera. It's nothing big drug or something. This is just aloe vera, and this aloe vera is taken out properly, well processed, and it should be processed, not the normal aloe vera. It should be processed in classical way, and after processing we dry it in the sunlight, and after drying it up it comes like this kind of material. This is what we use for weaning in South India most probably. So how we use it is we take some powder of it and apply on the nipple. So when you apply on the nipple, when the baby sucks, and this is kind of very bitter kind of material. So visibly even that's a little very small powder, and when the baby sucks it will be like very high bitter content coming from the milk. So this even should be taken as a last resort. It should not be taken at the first beginning itself for stopping the breast. So which means when you do it in the first time and the baby feels that the milk is not proper, she will start to cry. So like once you try for weaning for 1 month and still it doesn't work, then you start to use the Chenninayakam. And just powder, take a little of powder and apply it on the nipples, and the baby start to suck, and the bitter taste, the baby will not be able to tolerate it, and the baby will stop feeding. That's the easiest way to conclude how it works. So if you want to know more about Chenninayakam, how it is being made, you can just post a comment below or mail me so that I can prepare a video on it if it is actually required. Okay, so that's one thing. And it has the Chenninayakam even has importance in other kind of applications, like we use it for trauma, for injury if it has happened. The classical way of approach, it has good healing property also, so it will be much more easier to use in trauma. And for back pain also we use it by mixing it with egg and to apply over the lower back and all. So that's some other applications that you can use the Chenninayakam for. And I always recommend preparing the Chenninayakam at your home itself. So if you have aloe vera at home, it's very easy to prepare at home. So you might need only a iron vessel to prepare. Anyway, if you really want to know about the Chenninayakam, please comment below so that I will make a video on it, the presented video, like the proper video, how to prepare it, how to keep it. If you still have any doubt on weaning, and if you need any other approach of weaning, please do comment. If you have any difficulties, please do write to me, or if you are nearby in Dubai, you can come and visit me at my clinic. Do keep in touch. So Dr. Mohamed Rifas signing off. Thank you. Happy weaning. God bless you.